Hello, Mahira ma'am.
Hello, can I get your name?
Yeah, my name is Shamsher Yadav.
Okay, hello, Mr. Shamsher. How are you? How is the day treating you?
Yeah, it's a really fantastic day, and I'm feeling very glad to get you on this platform for having this conversation. So I'm really
Mhm.
good and very excited.
All right, I'm glad to know that. May I know a couple things about you? What do you work as a profession? Some of your hobbies?
Okay, yeah, why not?
Mhm.
If I talk about myself, so my name is Shamsher Yadav. I'm from UP, and if I talk about my education, so recently I'm doing Bachelor of Education, and apart from this, I run my own school in my hometown. And if I talk about my hobbies, so recently I love to interact with the people, and I love to be friend and making friend and working over English language. So these are some basic my hobbies that I really love to do.
All right, that's good to know. Okay, then, for today's session, do you have a certain topic in mind? Or do you want me to pick a topic? There's something you want to talk about?
Yeah, of course. I have decided when I was booking the session, so that time I have mentioned there a topic that is personality. What is the impact of personality in the society?
All
So
right, that's
this
great then. Let's stick with that. So, starting with your topic, what do you think a personality is, and how would you describe yours?
Okay, if I talk about personality, so personality is a thing that demonstrate you, that display your thought, your view, and your lifestyle. So, what kinds of lifestyle and what kinds of thought do you carry? Do you have? So, these things appear first time just because of your personality. If you are having a very fatty and very lazy type personality, so it means you are not very careful about your health. Okay, if someone is looking very handsome and well maintained, he's having a good sense of dress, having a good sense of dress. So people consider that he's a very serious and maybe he's very active person related to his job, related to his work, or you can say for his personality. So according to me, personality is your first definition that describe who are you and how are you.
Mhm. I see. That's a very holistic, that's a good way to look at it. And how would you, Mr. Shamsher, describe your personality if you had to?
Oh, it's a very little bit difficult question. So, how I can describe myself and
Mhm.
how my personality is. So, if I tell about my personality, so basically, I am a not very introvert. I am very extrovert person. Whenever
Mhm.
I go into the public, so I don't feel any kind of hesitation to speak, to tell anything
Mhm.
before anyone. And
Mhm.
if I talk, I'm a little bit ritual, religious person.
Mhm.
Sometimes I believe in the religious
Mhm.
things, and if I talk about behavior, so I am very, you can say, maintaining, okay, maintaining the relationship. I don't become very angry over a small things. Okay, when someone says something over in a matter, so I accept and they'll go ahead, no problem. I accept the mistake and
Mhm.
give the chance others also to be feel free with me. I'm not very strict with my personality, with my decisions, with my rules. I'm a
Mhm.
flexible person, you can say.
I see. That's great. Being flexible, it makes other people feel at ease around you and they'd want to talk
Mm,
and they'd feel comfortable around you. A lot of the times, a lot of people pen themselves up. So they'll be very strict or very serious about certain things, which can be sometimes a
mm,
good thing, but other times it backfires. Because if there's someone who's too serious or too pent up, then you feel a little uncomfortable and people might not get that friendly that quickly. So I think that goes
yeah,
very well with your personality. As you mentioned that you like talking to people, connecting with people, and you're an extroverted person. Now go ahead.
oh yeah. So, ma'am, before proceeding this with this topic, so I would like to know a little bit about yourself. So, yes, please, if you don't mind, so can you tell me something about yourself?
Sure. Well, if I had to talk about my personality, I feel like it's a little similar to what you mentioned. I also do love connecting with people, uh, explaining my reason on this platform. And I value connecting with people and getting to know them. And I like kind of understanding behaviors and why people act the way that they do. So personality is something that is a topic that I'm interested in as well. And about me, I'm a very free spirited person and I like traveling a lot. So yeah, those are a few things that I think are worth mentioning.
Oh, that's great. And I love to know about yourself also. You are a very, you can say you are also a flexible person. So, and one thing more I would like to share with you. So,
Mm-hmm.
flexible person adjust anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they adjustable. These kinds of person are very adjustable. They can adjust anywhere and they can fit in any condition. Sometimes I have saw
Mm-hmm.
the person having a very strict with their personality, with their rules, with their thoughts. So
Mm-hmm.
become monotonous. That person become very you can say monotonous. People does
Mm-hmm.
not like to sit with them. People does not like to talk to them most of the
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kinds of personality, I think, in the society is not liked by most of the people.
Mm-hmm. Shamshed, to that, I would like to say that I think a balance is important. It is important
Mm,
to say no to certain things, and it is also important to be a little flexible. You can't always be very
mm,
flexible because if you are like that, people will take advantage of you. And if you're very
yes,
serious, then you are not adjusting with anyone. So I feel like you need to
yeah.
find that middle ground. You need to sometimes say no to things that, okay, this is not okay. This is my boundary. You can't do that. It's very important.
Mm, mm.
And at other times, you have to kind of gel up with other people. That would be my perspective. What do you think?
Yeah, of course, I am agree with you because if we are just only flexible, so it is not possible to survive in this world, in this
Hmm.
society. We have to
That.
become a little bit strict.
Hmm.
Okay, we can follow by 80 by 20. Most of the time, you try to be flexible because if you are 80 times, 80% of the time, 80% of the day, you are very strict. So it is
Hmm.
also not very helpful to make you happy to work your job. But 20% of the day, you will have to be strict. So it is also very important. If you are just flexible and you are not taking care of situation, taking caring of the word, so people forget the words, the value of your, and they can say anything before anywhere. So that kinds of thing humiliate you, that degrade you. So it is not
Hmm.
fair. Okay, if you are
Hmm.
having a good personality, just because of your mentality and to be polite,
Hmm.
just disgracing you, you can say embarrassing you. So this is also not very good. So
Hmm.
we have to, yeah, you are absolutely right. We have to be little bit strict in some cases, like when it comes to your self-respect, when it comes to
That
your
is true.
family background.
Yeah.
So on that time, yeah, on that time we have to be strict.
Hmm. No, I completely agree. There are certain times where you have to be flexible, certain times where you have to be strict, because it's very important.
Mhm,
Even if people like you, they should respect you. And for them to respect
mhm,
you, sometimes you're going to have to say no. Otherwise, if you always become flexible, then what happens is you start people pleasing. What that means is that you start doing everything. Oh, I'll do this because only then they will like me, right? So
mhm.
you
Yes,
can't
of
keep
course.
doing that. Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. You have to be certain times flexible and certain times you have to be strict.
Mhm.
With
And
that.
nowadays, man, according to me, personality is very important. If I talk about this point, the personality is really playing a vital role in the public, any kinds of work. No matter you are going for a work or in a school, college, wherever you are going. So your personality, dress code, way of talking, way of listening, these all things are really playing a vital role for your
Mm.
result. If you are
That's
if you are having a good personality, proper communication skill, so
Mhm.
you can handle the situation, you can get selection, you can be selected anywhere, wherever you are going. But
Hmm.
if you don't have personality, good personality, so no matter how much knowledge do you have, no matter how effective you are, how much power do you have, but if you are not showing, if you have a not personality according to your job, according to your power, according to your work, so
Hmm.
in that cases people does not respect you, people does not ready to accept you.
Hmm.
So nowadays, personality is really very important. Suppose a
Hmm.
teacher, just because I'm running a own school in my hometown, so that's why I would like to take an example of a teacher.
Sure, sure.
So
Hmm.
yeah, any teacher having a good knowledge, but his
Hmm.
dress code is not according to his profession. So in that case, student as well as their parents also does not deserve, does not think. Yeah, they think little bit stranger.
Hmm.
What What do you think about it?
I do agree. Personality holds a very important role. And as you're saying that, in certain professions, I feel like personality, especially charisma, matters a lot. And as you're mentioning about teachers, I'm thinking of my own teachers. So some teachers are very, very strict, and the students don't gel up that well with them. But then there are teachers who are strict when it comes to certain
Hmm.
things, but then they make the class enjoyable by, kind of being friendly and cracking some jokes. So that, what can I say? It kind of makes the learning process a lot more fun. So I do feel like
Hmm.
that. So,
And
Shamshi,
one,
do you teach other people? Do you teach students?
yes, of course. I have been teaching my students for last 4 to 5 years, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy with this job. And in the initial time, we have started as a coaching. So
Okay.
we have started as a coaching to
Mhm.
7 years back. But
Hmm.
in the with the hard working, we have changed our coaching into day hostel.
Mhm.
And after that, by the luck and by our hard work, we have
Mhm.
okay, we have selected 3 students of our coaching
Mhm.
into the Navodaya school. 3 to 4 students in a
Okay.
single year, in the same year. And
Mhm.
these things just okay boomers,
Mhm.
and we become famous in our area. And after
Mhm.
that, we have decided to change our day hostel into school. And
Okay.
now in 26 we have a uh, proper school and school van, and yeah,
Hmm.
there is no problem, we have got a proper structure of the school.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, then. So, how is your relationship with your students? What kind of teacher are you? Are you a very strict teacher? You didn't do your homework?
No, no, I'm not very strict, I'm a very
Mhm.
friendly. Okay, I
Mhm.
try to always live with friendly with my students so that they can feel free for the learning,
Mhm.
because I teach them English, and English is just not a subject. It's required your mentality, your willpower also. So if I will
Mhm.
torture the student, so how they can come with me with the full energy, with full willpower? So that's why
That's
I
true.
am very flexible, and I
Mhm.
try to make the students also feel free to ask any kinds of question, any kinds of sentence they have. Okay, which are coming in their
Mhm.
mind, they can ask. No matter what kinds of question they are going to ask. Okay, but
Mhm.
I try to make them feel whatever running in your mind, any kinds of
Mhm.
sentence you are thinking, so you can ask me. I will also definitely help you. So this is
Mhm.
my way of, and
I see.
in the
That's
evening
great. Mhm. That's great
time,
because
and
a lot of teachers they get upset also sometimes if you're asking too many questions. They'll
but
be like,
not. I'm
"Oh, why
not
are
like.
you asking? You didn't pay attention in class?"
Yeah, it's happened most of the time when I was in class 4 to 5 standard. So there was a very strict English teacher. Okay,
Okay.
but
Okay.
but she was really beautiful, just like you,
Mhm.
and the English language suit her because the
Mhm.
personality, the way of explaining the things of English content. Okay,
Mhm.
that was really miracle. That was really fantastic. So she was very
Okay.
strict. Most of
Hmm.
the time, most of the time I have seen the English teacher become very strict. Math teacher, they are okay. He is also very strict most of the time. And
Mm-hmm.
Hindi teacher and other teacher, we have enjoyed very much because when I was
Mm-hmm.
studying, so that time the Hindi teacher was very funny, and he always told us story. Most of the time he told us story, very funny story, drama, and these kinds of
Mm-hmm.
things he generally try to conduct in the class so that we feel very comfort in the Hindi. But when it comes to the English as well as math, so these 2 hours was very torturing, very difficult.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like math to begin with. And when the teacher was strict about it, then that was like the icing on the cake in a very negative way. Because I didn't like the subject. And then if you get a teacher who's strict with math, then it's just terrible. But with
Of
English, if
course,
I've ever had a strict teacher, it worked well because I liked the language. So
yes,
at least
of
in that
course.
way, it worked. I see.
But
All right, then,
but
any. No, no, go
mhm,
ahead. I'm sorry to
please.
cut you off.
Okay. So sometime after passing that situation, after passing those time, now we feel that the teacher was very strict. Okay, his subject support us very much. Their subject
Mm-hmm.
supports us very much, and that subject becomes strong. And the teacher was
Mm-hmm.
very flexible. So I think that subject become over the time weak.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it happened
Possibly.
with
I understand that could be true sometimes because if the teacher is strict, then you actually pay attention and you complete the homework on time. But then sometimes if the teacher is not that strict, you'd feel like, oh, ma'am doesn't say anything. She won't
yes.
get angry. So
Uh-huh.
again, the balance is important. The fun should be there, but then the students should actually be working on it. This has been a very
Actually,
productive, very wholesome conversation. Do you have anything to conclude with?
oh, so I would like to a little bit know about from where are you connecting with me? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Delhi itself. So I'm connecting with you from
Oh,
Delhi. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I am a student in a university over here. So yeah. Any end remarks you want to give about the session? Anything you want to conclude with?
okay. I would like to conclude this session with a very important information
Mhm,
that is not related to topic, but it's a very demanded question of my student that they are asking. They always ask to me how
mhm,
anyone can improve their English language. What are the, according to you, what are the some tips? What are the basic things that we should follow so
mhm,
that learn this language?
mhm. Well, if I had to tell you in short of how one can improve their English, I would say expose yourself to the language. That would mean uh, read as much as you can, listen to it as much as you can, listen to Indian speakers, listen to native speakers, try to work on your vocabulary. And I personally think that listening to music also helps because you're enjoying also, and then you can kind of learn new words that you were finding. And the most important thing after exposing yourself to the language, the most important thing is try, speak, to put it to use. A lot of people, if they just learn it in theory and they don't speak a language, then you will never
Mhm.
get fluent with it. The crux of
Oh,
it
that's
is
good.
to practice it.
Of
Yes,
course. Yeah, I
yes.
am agree with you because in my hometown there is also a lot of people having a good knowledge of grammar and vocab, but when it comes to in a public, when they get a chance to speak, so they stuck. So
Mhm.
people does not think that you have really knowledge of English or not. They have a good knowledge of English, but when it comes to speak, so they are
Mhm.
not able to even explain the thing properly.
Exactly, Shamsher. That
So,
is why, putting it to a practical use is very important. All right,
hmm,
then,
of
that
course.
wraps up this session for the day. I'd have to take my leave. I have another session lined up. Thank you so
Okay,
much
no
for joining
problem.
in.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much once again. Have a nice
My
day, ma'am.
pleasure. You too. My pleasure. Bye bye.
Okay.